Hello everybody and welcome to lesson 3 of I Can't Do a Leg Tuck, your step-by-step progressive program to getting your first leg tuck. And this program will also get you to your 3rd and 5th leg tuck as well. Alright, so what we want to go over today is lesson 3 is strength is your priority. It's your main priority, guys and girls. It is so crucial that we understand what strength means. A lot of us say, yeah, I want to get stronger, right? And then you see somebody going for a run or doing 100 push-ups, right? There is a difference between strength and endurance, okay? And we're going to learn that today. So the first thing I want to geek out with you is on muscle fibers, okay? I'm not going to go too long into this, but there are 3 muscle fibers, all right? The second thing we're going to go into is how to increase strength. And the last thing is, I'm going to tell you the secret to increasing strength. Alright, so let's start with the first thing. First things first, the 3 muscle fibers. Let's get a general knowledge on these 3 muscle fibers, and this will help us understand what we're doing and why we're doing it, right? So the first muscle fiber is type 1. Type 1, and then the third, their polar opposite muscle fibers is your type 2B, alright? So type 1. Type 1 is your muscle that you use when you go for a jog or a long distance run or anything repetitive for minutes, right? So if we jump rope for a few minutes or we jog or we do jumping jacks for a few minutes, that is your type 1 muscle fiber, right? Now your type 2B on this end, right, is your strength, your power, your explosiveness, right? So it's like your 100-meter sprint, all right? Or your 1 rep max in the gym on the bench press or the squat rack, right? So that is as polar opposite as you can get. Why? It's all about how the muscle fatigues, okay? The longer it takes, the more endurance, the more type 1. The shorter it takes to fatigue is your strength, your power, your bulky muscle, okay? What we want to get into is your type 2A. All right, I know, it's right in the middle, okay? So it is basically a combination. It goes more towards type 2B. Why is it called a type 2, right? And then type 1. It is more endurance and strength than just endurance or strength, right? So it's right in the middle. So that brings us on to our second part of lesson 3. Second part is know how to train that muscle. Know how to train for strength. I'm gonna run you through a quick lesson on rep ranges, okay? So, strength is anything that is 6 reps or lower, anything lower than 6 reps, all right? If you hit 6 reps, you're still working strength, obviously, but anything lower than 6 reps is the money spot, all right? So that's where we wanna be in, okay? Anything that's in 8 to 12 reps, 8 to 16 reps, in that range, we're talking about hypertrophy. That means increasing the size of the muscle, okay? Anything that goes 16 reps or over is endurance. This is not what we want, all right? So hypertrophy, it's gonna help us a little bit. Our main focus, we wanna stay in the strength rep range, meaning anything lower than 6. Okay, so when we're working out, we're going to be hitting reps higher than 6 reps, which is fine. We need to realize that once we start getting to 8 reps, it's time to make the exercise harder so we stay in our strength. So once we start getting 8 reps, it's time to make it harder, all right? If we're getting 16 plus reps, you know you're just well out of the ballpark. You gotta stop and you need to increase the intensity, all right? Now we know how to work strength with our rep range. Now we wanna go into the secrets to increasing muscle strength. And yes, it's very important that we know how many reps to use, right? It's important to do the right exercises. It's important to work out the correct muscles, right? We know all this now. We know the proper reps, right? We know the proper muscles to train for the leg tuck now, all right? Now what we need to learn is outside of the gym. That is the secret. The secret is outside the gym, because when we go into the gym, what we basically do is, I hope you heard of this before, is we tear our muscles in the gym and we repair them outside, okay? And literally, this is what happens. I need you to think about when if you get a scar, right? Like I have a scar right here. that scar is a lot thicker. I can feel it through my shirt. That scar is a lot thicker than the skin, my regular skin is. Why? I cut it, and my body needed to repair it. So once you cut it, your body says, whoa, let's fix that, and let's not let that happen again, right? So it repairs thicker. The same thing happens with your muscle fibers. When you go to the gym, you overload your muscles to tear them down, and then your body repairs them stronger than they were before, right? Just like a scar. So if we are not allowing the body to properly rest, we're not gonna build up that muscle, all right? So some quick guidelines and what you need to do to make sure we get proper repair is the American College of Sports Medicine highly recommends that you get 48 hours of rest, okay? Meaning, if you do a leg tuck workout, you wanna try to stop, not completely stop, but not do any more strength workouts for those leg tuck muscles 48 hours after, all right? So, if you have PT the next day and you guys do a workout that hits those muscles, is that gonna kill you? No, it's not, all right? So if you work, say, your leg tuck muscles 3 days in a row, are you gonna be sore? Yes. Is it gonna kill you? No. But if you work your leg tuck strength muscles every day, 7 days a week, and you don't allow it to rest, this is when we'll get into trouble, okay? So your goal is to try to get 48 hours of rest. Realize also that nothing's perfect. You're gonna hit those muscles when you do a PT workout, but realize it's not the end of the world, all right? But try to get 48 hours of rest so these muscles can repair. Protein, okay? Everybody's a little different, but we do wanna make sure we're getting protein, all right? So the recommendation is that you get about 0.4 per gram. That is just to be healthy, right? So you need to increase that, I would say, to about a 0.6 to a 0.8 per pound, all right? Some guys like myself, I would recommend going to 1 gram per pound. Females, I would aim more towards 0.6 grams of protein per body weight, 0.6 or 0.7 grams of protein per body weight. This will allow the muscles to repair faster, okay? If we are a vegan, it's harder to get protein. They have supplements, all right? You can figure that out. It's just crucial that we make sure we get that intake. The next thing is water. I know it sounds simple. I know that we all have to drink it during the day, but a lot of people forget about it. Forget that majority of your muscles are water, all right? We gotta get the H2O in. If we don't have water in our body, we can't get proper blood flow to the muscles. Blood flow carries nutrients. If we're not getting proper, good blood flow to the muscles, we're not getting any nutrients to the muscles, right? So this will also stop us from healing. Remember, the key is to heal outside of the gym. So if we can do those 3 things, right? Protein, water, 48 hours of rest, you're going to increase your chances of getting stronger. And also realize that if you don't have a perfect day, if you do hit the muscles again the next day, just try not to, okay? It's not gonna be perfect. Don't let it mess you up. All right, so now we went through everything. We know what our muscle fibers are in our human body. We know that type 2A muscle fiber is our strength muscle. And we also know that strength building happens from 6 or lower, right? Rep range. And then we also know how to repair. We know the importance of that. So that is it for lesson 3. I'm sorry I'm a little excited because I love talking about this stuff because it is what I learned in college and I'm passionate about. So I hope this helped. Obviously, you know, if you have any questions, you can always email me. I will see you in the next lesson. What's going on, everybody? Now, if you want to get all 6 lessons right now, it's absolutely free. Make sure you go to the register section right here. Then you just click take this course. Watch how cool this is. It's awesome, right? See this little 0 complete down below my picture here? That's because you haven't done any of the lessons yet, right? So as soon as you do a lesson, go into the lesson. There you go. There will be a video. You'll play the video, watch the video. As soon as you're finished, you're going to mark it as complete. And look how cool that is, right? Look, I think it's amazing, right?
You go right up there. You see how it says 12% complete. Step 1 out of 8 is done. Bam, you just go through all the lessons. They're all absolutely free. And with that, as soon as you're finished, you will have the knowledge on everything you need to get a leg tuck. These lessons will tell you what you're doing wrong, what needs to be done, and then you can implement it yourself and you will start getting a leg tuck. So enjoy it. It's free, and I'll see you over there.